Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Sorry, I'm going to turn that around there. Today I have another beer from Dancing Gnome Brewing Company out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is part of their monthly double IPA release series. The first year when they started doing this, which was the beginning of last year, it was all flowers, and this year it's all different bird names. So this is the one for July. It's called Black-Capped Chickadee. You can see the picture of the bird right there. And like I said, they're all double IPAs. This one's 8%. I think they're all 8%, but if not, they're all close to 8%. Maybe a little more. But this one is with Vic Secret, Simcoe, Columbus, and Citra. So I'm assuming it's going to be a nice little blend of some classic dank hops and definitely a little bit of new school juiciness. It also said that this one utilizes two new processes that they hadn't done before, but it didn't go into any details, so I don't know if that has to do with the hops, if it has to do with the malt bill, if it has to do with... I don't know. There's so many different things that could have changed, but it said it's a little bit outside of the realm of their other bird series, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means it's less hazy, if it's more malty, if it's none of those, who knows. But I'm going to crack it open and see how it goes. But I am intrigued if they're doing, if they're trying to change some things up. Not that I, not that I dislike what they're doing now, but I do like to see breweries trying to do different things and trying to improve and everything. So, I mean, this definitely is hazy, but it's not like, it doesn't look like straight orange juice. It's not quite as cloudy as some of their stuff. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but that is the case. It's darker golden color, almost an orange, with a little bit more than a finger's worth, a pretty fluffy white head. So get a little bit of orange, some like earthy, sweaty hops, like mosaic sweaty almost, but I know there's not mosaic in this. I am getting a little bit more graininess in this than I would normally get out of a beer, but it's definitely not like malty, caramely sweetness. It's just more like bready grain. I will say I'm not like getting any alcohol out of it at all. There's a little bit of like a citrusy, like non-orange citrusy, like a lemon lime character to it too. So I will say there is one thing that I think is different about this. The body seems different than a lot of their other IPAs. I think it's a little more... it's a little more pillowy and less syrupy, if that makes sense. On first taste, I was thinking, well, this isn't really that bitter either. But now that I took a second taste, I am starting to feel it on the back of my tongue a little bit. Yeah, the flavor is similar to the... I don't know why this keeps sliding. I apologize for that. The flavor is similar to the aroma, but it's more orange rindy. Like if you chewed on an orange rind and like let it sit on the back of your tongue. I'm starting to get that burn on the back of my tongue, which I don't particularly care for. I prefer if something might be a little under hopped if it means it's an easy drinking beer that doesn't have that hop burn to it. And I don't mind bitterness, but I don't like when it's like the hop burn that sits on the back of your tongue. Bitterness up front is fine. That's normal for an IPA. Now, I would say it is a little less sweet than some of their other double IPAs, which I guess is a good thing. But in this case, it's kind of preventing their from being balanced. And I'm getting the more I'm getting that burn, I'm also thinking that maybe it's partially an alcohol burn too, and not just a hop burn, because I am starting to feel it down here, which I didn't really originally. I didn't really smell alcohol, but I'm definitely getting it more in the taste now. Excuse me. Yeah, this one's kind of disappointing, to be honest. It's not very balanced. It's not cohesive. It's just kind of overly bitter, but sweet at the same time, but not even as sweet as some of their other stuff, and kind of boozy. And a lot of times, sometimes if it has all that, but it's like popping with hop flavor, then I can accept it more. But this isn't even really like that juicy or that dank. It's just kind of like a generic mishmash of hop character that I come to expect more from these guys, to be honest. And this not to say that this is bad, but it's just not. I've had significantly better things from them, and this one's kind of muddled. And I think I don't know. It's starting to show a little bit that with all of these one-offs that it's better to take time and refine something than to keep making something new all the time. Because the IPAs that they make more often, like Lustra, Double Lustra, Spy Dolphin, Better One or Two, those ones always seem better to me. And I think the reason is because they've made it over and over and have really dialed in the recipe. But all of these, I'm sure the hop bill is somewhat similar, but then when you're mixing those types of hops and I don't know if the hopping schedule is the same every time. I'm guessing it's not, because the alpha acids are different from all the hops, so who knows. But it just seems like anytime they make, not all the time, some of the new ones are great, but some of them are not so good, and I think it might be better if they scaled it back and just refined some things versus constantly pumping out new ones. But I get it, that's what sells and that's what people want. They want what's new, so I do not blame them for doing that at all. But I just wish it was less often when they keep pumping out new double IPAs and they refine some of these, because some of the ones that are really good, I'd like to see them make again, and then maybe something like this you just don't make again because it didn't turn out well. But on my scale of buy, drink, dump, I'm just going to give this one a drink. I don't think I would buy this again. It's not, like I said, it's not bad. I don't mind drinking it, but there's better IPAs I can get around here, and there's better IPAs you can get in Pittsburgh too, in my opinion, even some other things from them. So I wouldn't say that I would buy it again, but I'll gladly drink it. It's fine. I think that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.